The Kansas City, Missouri Police Department is controlled by a state-run Board of Police Commissioners, not local government. It's a hot-button topic, and the next part of our conversation with Police Chief Stacey Graves. This has to be an interesting dynamic as a new chief, having to report to a state-run board instead of a local government. It's the only department that's like it in the state of Missouri. What is that dynamic like for you, first off?
I don't see the separation.
Okay.
I don't see the state and city separation on that.
So would local control make a difference to you?
I feel like we are locally controlled. I know that the Board of Police Commissioners, they're all residents of Kansas City. The mayor sits on the board, and I can tell you as soon as that was one of my priorities as becoming chief of police in Kansas City, is making sure that we are having conversations with council members at City Hall, that we're involved in all of those conversations to where we're transparent with them so they see, like, this is our budget. This is what we're asking for. This is why. Hey, do you have a problem in your district? We're hooking up our city council people with our patrol division stations that represent their constituents. We're making a lot of strides to where local control shouldn't even be a thing. It shouldn't be a topic of conversation because we are locally controlled. But everybody, at least over at City Hall, are going to see that.
But lawmakers in Jeff City are deciding, okay, budget minimums and that sort of thing. That's not something that's happening here. Not having that local say, you don't feel like that affects you here?
Well, I want to be careful because that's still an ongoing
lawsuits are
legal
still pending.
matter.
Right.
Yes, but when you talk about, we've usually been over 20% funded because we needed it, and if we had the 300 officers that were, like some open positions, we would probably be over 25%. So I don't want to get hung up on percentages. We're not going to ask for anything that we don't need. And we are going to have intentional, real conversations with our council people, our city manager, and our mayor, just to talk about what the police department needs and how we can work together to make sure that happens. I'm not going to let this over here or this distraction over here take us off course from ensuring like the importance of the good relationships that we should have with City Hall.
Do you believe KCPD has enough money right now to do its job properly?
I don't know about that question. I don't know. I don't know if you're talking about this budget year, next budget year.
Either, I guess. It's still in progress, but as it stands right now, if you look at it, obviously everyone's going to say, I'd love more money for this, I'd love more money for that.
Right, so that's kind of like I'd love more money for.
Or do you feel comfortable with the way KCPD is running now, given the funding that you have?
I don't know how to answer that question. I guess so. Our lights are on. Our officers are getting paid. I don't know how to answer that question really. And it's more of a complicated question, but we did adopt the budget from last year, so that's what we decided on, and that's what we're working within, and we're making it happen.